What is up, everyone? J-Rock Freak here, back with another video for you guys. Sorry, it's been I think it's been a few weeks since I've uploaded anything on YouTube. Just been busy with things, so haven't had a chance to really talk about anything. Wasn't sure what I wanted to discuss, but yeah, I'm back. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday so far. Hope you had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty stacked. First Friday I went to see Impact Wrestling in Atlanta. It was amazing. And then Sunday I went and saw the K-pop group Everglow, and they were also amazing. Really great. So yes, that was awesome. Um, but yeah, I just today will be another. This will be a bark. Yeah, this will be a bark. Not sure which number this is. So I won't put a number to it, but this will be a bark. And I just wanted to sort of discuss today why I still do YouTube. I watch this podcast on YouTube called the Soju Talk podcast. They talk about K-pop. It's a K-pop podcast, and on their episode from last week, they were talking about how they just hit 1,000 subscribers and how they didn't think they would make it that far. They thought that before they got to 1,000, they would have quit and just said, "Okay, well, this was fun for a while, but it didn't go anywhere, so we'll just drop it." They were kind of shocked to even make it to like 500 subscribers. They thought they'd give up by then. And they were just talking about why they still did a podcast and the way they do their podcast. How they don't just discuss, they don't do like reactions and like reactions to like the big songs or the big groups. They just cover K-pop in general. And how one of the guys from the show, Warren, he stated that even though they could do things to make them get more popular, he want to make videos that he could be proud of, even if the channel went nowhere. He wanted to be proud of what he put out. And it got me thinking about why I still do my YouTube channel. My channel has, I think, 50 something subscribers. That may even be too high. It may be in the 40s. I'm not totally sure. I think it's at 54 though, I believe. And I know you're probably thinking like, oh, that's a small channel. Okay, if you hear a small delay in here, that's because I had to pause the audio to turn my phone down some. So it may be a slight little pause in here somewhere. But yeah, so I have 50 something subscribers, and like I know you're thinking that's a small channel. And I've been doing YouTube now for a long time, probably 6 or 7 years, maybe a bit longer. I started this channel originally with a friend of mine. If you go back and look at some of my old videos, you'll see another guy in these videos. That's my friend Robert. We started doing these videos in my backyard with just the camera, and that was just sort of our thing. It was we were watching. We used to watch the Konoha Corner podcast on YouTube, which was an anime podcast from like eons ago now. Feels like forever. And we used to watch them, and we got the idea of, well, hey, we watch anime. Why can't we do this? And so we got a camera, went in our backyard, and just started filming stuff. And so for a while, we did it that way. And then we started getting jobs in school and all that kind of stuff. And his job then didn't allow him to really do the podcast anymore. Mine did. I'm off on Mondays, that kind of stuff. So I had free time to still do the podcast. Hence why today is mostly just me. But yeah, so I started first I would start recording some here and there. After he stopped doing it, I would do it a little bit here and there. And like, yeah, okay. And then I got to where I was really enjoying watching animes and then talking about them just to the air, pretty much. Just talking out into the nobody's out there and just enjoying it. It was like not therapeutic, but it was fun. It was fun to do. Not really expecting anybody to really watch because I mean my videos aren't edited really. They're just me either talking like this or me on a camera that I paid like $30 for, which I film on normally, or my laptop. So nothing super fancy, but I think that my content is pretty good. So I continued to do it that way, kept going, and I started discovering that I just really liked it. And it didn't matter how many subscribers I had. If I had just had 3 or 4, or even when I hit like 10 or 12, it was like, okay, cool. But I wasn't reaching for big numbers. I was just having fun recording these videos and uploading them. It was just something fun to do. And the more I started having fun with it, the more I noticed that, some videos would get 5 or 6 views. Amazing. I was happy with that. Some would get just one. I was ecstatic about that. I have a few videos on my channel that do have upwards of like 70, 80 views. There's a couple even having like the hundreds. Those are amazing. Thank you. I don't know how they got to 100. And some of the ones that have 100 on them are some of the ones that you wouldn't expect. So it just started being really fun to do, and I just was like, you know what? I don't necessarily need the big viewers or subscribers. If they subscribe, great. If not, I'm going to keep doing it anyway because it's fun to do. And the more I started doing it, the more I felt like it made me a better anime fan just by doing these videos, because I started watching animes that I never would have probably watched before because I was watching them to review them. So I finally got around to watching Clannad, and I finally got around to watching Air, and I got around to watching Air Gear, and I got around to watching Higurashi When They Cry, and just different shows that I had on my list to watch, but probably never going to watch them. Like Clannad. Clannad, I had always heard that it was this big, great anime, but I probably was never going to watch it. I heard that it was sad, and it makes you cry, and I was like, okay, they're probably over exaggerating. I'll get to that when I get to it. But because I do this channel now, and I talk about anime a lot, that was a reason to go ahead and say, okay, let's jump into this, let's watch it. And thankfully I did. It's one of the most amazing animes I've ever seen. And thanks to this channel, I was able to kind of dive into that and watch something I normally wouldn't have watched. And so this channel has helped me become a better anime fan in general. And also, I've even though I've been on a small channel for years and years, I've been able to kind of what's what I'm looking for, interact with people in the anime community on here who have a bigger channels. Through things like the anime 12 Days of Anime. I was getting confused there for a minute. But things like the 12 Days of Anime here on YouTube, I've been able to do that for a couple years now. And that's a fun way to interact with other anime YouTube channels, whether they're smaller or bigger. It's just something fun to do. So yeah, at this point, like I said, my channel at 50 something subscribers. If it gets bigger, great. If it stays the same, great. I plan to keep doing YouTube. I don't do it for money because, there's no money coming from that. I don't do it for money. I just do it because it's fun to do. It's fun to do. It's fun to interact. When I upload a video and I see, 2 views, I'm like, amazing. Like, I just get happy about the little things. It's so, for me, YouTube is just a fun side activity to do, and it's something that I can do to keep up with my anime, keep up with my reviews, things like that. And it makes me a better anime viewer in general because it has broadened my horizons. I've watched shows that I probably want to watch. I've discussed shows that I normally wouldn't even discuss. I had never really reviewed an anime before I started doing this channel. I would talk about it with friends, like, was it good? Did you like it? That kind of thing, but never like in depth with characters and story wise and all that kind of stuff. Had never really done that before until this channel, so that was also a big thing. So yeah, so if you have a small YouTube channel, especially in the anime community, I started watching videos in the anime community when there were channels like, I started watching King of Lightning, um, Insane Game Freak, like Double Four Anime, this guy Bushido Spirit, which was a channel, like almost any YouTuber, anime YouTuber who used to do like the live streams back in the day, where they would do like the massive 5 or 6 YouTuber live stream, the Green Clan, and all that kind of stuff. Like back then, that's why I started watching YouTube videos in the anime genre. And I kind of jumped into it from that point. And yeah, I don't watch many of them anymore. Like Double Four and all that. I don't really watch those channels anymore. But that's kind of what got me into the YouTube anime community. So yeah. So if you have a small channel, I say keep up with it as long as you're doing it for you. Don't do it for an audience. Now I don't talk about really many of the big animes. I don't review any of the really popular stuff. I think I've done one Naruto video, one Bleach video, and both of those were just like thank you for your service type of videos. I did one when Naruto ended. I did a video for that. I did one for Bleach when it ended. I want to do one for Fairy Tail, but I haven't really been keeping up with Fairy Tail over the years, but I might do it anyway. But those are really the only one I do on big anime. I don't cover a lot of big anime. I watch just a bunch of anime. I reviewed shows from the 80s, 90s, and mid to early 2000s. I've just kind of covered a broad span of everything, which is why I have so much fun doing it, because I go back and I review and watch all kinds of stuff you may not seen, some stuff you probably never heard of, because I know I hadn't. So yeah, if you have a small channel, I say keep it up. Just do it for you. If you're doing it for you and you're doing it because you're having fun with it, don't worry about subscribers. Don't worry about any money coming in. Just do it for you and keep having fun doing it. So yeah, that's basically it. I just want to kind of discuss why I still do YouTube, even though I have a small channel, and that's sort of why I still do it. I just enjoy it. It's fun, and yeah, it's therapeutic in a way to me. I just really enjoy doing it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this Bark. I will be back in probably 2 weeks with another review. One I've been trying to review for about 6 months now. I just have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But hopefully I'll get to it this week. So yeah, in about 2 weeks I should be back with another video. So until then, see you guys later. Have a great day and have a great weekend. And as always, Maho out. And by the way, that Maho, if you don't know, that is from an anime called Panty Pony Dash, one of the greatest animes ever be created. If you haven't seen Panty Pony Dash, please watch it. It's amazing. Alright, Maho out.